What's up, you guys? It's Low Beauty Demon, and I'm back with Internet BS today. Don't worry, not about Gabby Hanna. Praise the Lord. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about a mommy family vlogger. I know there's a difference, but I'm not like totally sure which one you would consider this person and some of the other people we're going to talk about today, but that's not the point of this. But we're going to be talking about the mommy family vlogger JustFam and a couple of incidents that she had occur on a recent vacation with some other YouTubers. But if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get a notification every time I post. And everything I say in here is just my opinion, my thoughts based on what I'm seeing on the internet. None of this is fact. Please don't send any negativity or hate to anybody mentioned in this video. And I'm going to say this again. Do not send any negativity or hate or anything to anybody mentioned in this video. You got it? So, because we're going to talk about some weird things today. And there were two other creators that did talk about this topic, one being RadiantBritt and then the other one being SincerelySharon. And I will link both of their videos down below. This focuses on JustFam, who, like I said, family vlogger. Just is the matriarch of the family. They are a vlogging channel and a blended family of 5 kids and then her and her husband. JustFam has 1.2 million subscribers, and then she does have a personal vlogging channel called Just, which has 2,222K. And then on her Instagram, she has over 400K subscribers. So she is a pretty popular family mommy influencer. She posts like your basic mommy vlogging influencer stuff, you know, taking care of her kids, morning routines. She probably did some labor videos. Like, it's just not content that I like gravitate towards. I just am not super into that world. I'm not a big fan of vlogs in general. I mean, I have my own opinions about family vloggers and stuff like that, but that's not what the point of this video is about. So a big key with these mommy vloggers is that they are influencers. Like, they do paid promotional posts. They are on Instagram making swipe ups, things like that. And just like any other kind of influencer, they do tend to, I guess, overshare on the internet, on their Instagram stories and things like that. Especially when traveling and whatnot, they might be sharing their entire itinerary on Instagram. From boarding the plane to getting off to checking into their hotel to their first stop to where they're going. And this isn't anything new in the world of influencers and even just real everyday people. I mean, people do say you really don't post on social media when you're on vacation. That's just inviting somebody to come into your home and rob it. They know you're not even going to be there. So in this growing dystopian world that we live in, we're starting to become more hyper aware that people are paying attention to what we're putting on social media and they're equating it to real life actions. And the most famous example of this is Kim Kardashian, of course, when she was at Paris Fashion Week and was held at gunpoint in her hotel room. 5 men forced their way into her hotel, tied her up, and stole $10 million worth of jewels. Now, police in Paris did say this was because she was very easy to track. First of all, just taking the social media aspect out of it, the paparazzi were following Kim around because she is one of the most high-profile women for magazines and tabloids and the internet. You know, she's one of the most searched women. So it is a little easier to track somebody like Kim Kardashian because the press is telling you where she is at any given moment. However, though, Kim made it a little easier because essentially she's online flexing her jewels and what she's brought and how nice her room is and possibly even showing like where she's keeping things and all that, because you see like these house tours and stuff. I mean, it's pretty much just giving somebody a layout of like where you're staying and how to find all your stuff. So the posting on social media and the paparazzi following her, of course, just made Kim Kardashian a very easy target, even though she was in Paris at a very high profile event and was actually at a very secure and discreet and private hotel thing. And I'm sure if JustFam ever sees this, she's gonna love that she's being compared to Kim Kardashian, because who wouldn't, honestly? You can hate on her all you want, but we all would want to be compared to her in some way. But the real comparison is JustFam is an influencer, just like Kim Kardashian is. It is her job to overshare on the internet and take people along for the journey. I mean, she got her start taking people along the journey for her pregnancy. She was actually a teen mom. She got pregnant when she was 17, and I think she gave birth when she was 18. I believe now she's 29. So she's been vlogging and uploading to YouTube for almost 12 years now. This is her life. I'm not coming for her bag or here to judge her or anything like that. Once again, like I said, that's not what this video is about. But really, it's the oversharing that is part of the influencer job that kind of is what the focus of this is and what kind of put her at risk on a recent trip. About a month ago, I'm not like totally sure when this happened because I don't actually follow her on Instagram, so I didn't see any of these stories specifically. Jess of JustFam went on this YouTuber, mommy vlogger, influencer trip to Nashville. Now, I'm not implying that this trip was sponsored or anything. I don't know anything about that, but it was just they were other mommy vloggers and they all went on this vacation together. So she vlogged the whole thing. She did even upload a vlog on it to her channel, which we will talk about in a little bit. But then, of course, she was also posting on her Instagram stories, like her whole journey getting to Nashville and all that stuff. And she wasn't the only one that's posting, because remember, she's not the only vlogger on this vacation. So other vloggers included OK Baby, Sunkissed Mama, and Brittany and Baby. Saying all of those names together makes me feel really weird. Random side note, while watching Jess's video, Jaclyn Glenn was in it. You know, Jaclyn Glenn from like, I don't know. I was like kind of perplexed. I was like, oh, random, didn't expect that. Anyway, all of these women are just posting on Instagram. They're in Nashville. They're there having fun. This is like a girls' weekend. It is a private vacation for them. And I mean, it is normal for people to be posting fun things that they're doing on vacation. But when you have over 1 million followers on each one of your YouTube channels and hundreds of thousands of followers on your Instagrams, it's not really a private vacation anymore when it's being posted publicly. That is not to say that that is an invitation for people to seek you out, which is what kind of happened here. So meanwhile, while they're having their whole vacation over here, we have this smaller mommy vlogger channel. Now, I'm not going to say who this channel is because this is a family. I don't want any negativity or anything. This video isn't to put them on blast, but this video is to kind of say, hey, this is wrong. What happened here was wrong. So I am not going to be including any clips or their video because this does also involve the kids on this channel, but I just wanted to talk about this. So I'm not going to say what the channel's name is or anything like that. This video is still currently on YouTube though. And really, before I go into this is no hate to this channel at all, other than what videos I saw pertaining to this. I didn't watch any of their other videos. So I'm not here like judging, well, I am kind of judging them a little bit, but really just in this situation, okay? Because I don't think they did anything wrong. This channel really likes the other vloggers that they've been seeing in Nashville. And they're like, oh my God, they're so close because these vloggers live in like California and Hawaii. And now these vloggers are within a couple hours of them. This family vlogger lives in a different state that is several hours from where Nashville is, but it's within driving distance. So like these other kinds of channels, the mom is the spearhead behind the channel, but the kids are the main focus because the kids are cuter and they're more interesting and kids have more active lives than adults. So in this vlog, we don't even get an explanation as to what's happening. It's just loading up the kids and grandpa, we're getting into the car and they're just taking off. And we don't really know where they're going. Once we get to the hotel, we get the standard view from inside the room of, oh, we're just entering the room. And it's like, girl, we already know that you went in the room. You had to put the camera in the room and set it up. This is why I do not like vlogs because they are so fake. Like the rest of the family had to stand outside in the hallway with their luggage so mom could run in and set this camera up. How embarrassing. Like it must be so embarrassing to be a vlogger sometimes. Jess did mention it is embarrassing to vlog in public, but I would even still be embarrassed to be vlogging in front of my dad. Like, ugh. Then once we get into the room, we find out where we are and what the objective is. We are in Nashville. The objective is to hunt down JustFam and company because we love them. This woman packed 2 of her kids and her father into a car and drove several hours to track multiple YouTubers down who were on a vacation. Yeah, she literally did that and made a whole vlog about it too. actually. There's 2 videos about this, and then they posted it to their channel. So that is why, though I do not want to name this channel and put them on blast like that, I still have no problem talking about it on this channel because they still put it out there publicly. It is still currently on their channel as time of recording. I'm just shocked that a grown adult was like, yeah, let's do this. The mom says actually like her favorite is Sunkissed Mama, but the daughter, who I think is like 12 or something, her favorite is Just JustFam, and she's even got a JustFam sweatshirt on, which I didn't even know that until like somebody pointed it out. But mom already has this daughter on that vlogging trail. She's got the camera, she's got the little like small like YouTube tripod that you see people using, she's got the little fluffy mic on the camera and stuff. I don't have one of those. So the kid might even either vlog on the channel, or maybe she even has her own channel, which technically she's not even like supposed to be using YouTube yet. She should be on the kids app. So I don't know what the story is with this whole family. Like I said, I just also hope that mom is educating the daughter on what is real and what is fake on the internet and on Instagram and on YouTube, because if this girl is already starting to vlog and wants to be like a YouTuber when she grows up, I think mom needs to really teach this girl how to have realistic views of everything that's going on, because she's such a cute girl and I don't want her to get totally chewed up and spit out by this world. But I will say, to be fair, this girl has some pretty good, seems like at least somewhat realistic role models like Jess. Even though these people have very curated social media, they are still more realistic than like all these Instagram baddies that you see. So that makes me feel a little nice. Mom even says, we're going stalking. She literally refers to what they're doing as stalking. So she knows and acknowledges that this is stalking behavior. This isn't a joke. Like, she thinks it's some kind of joke. This is legitimately fucked up. I mean, like, you cross state lines to find someone via social media and follow them around a city. And he took your kids. Like, what? Stalking's not a joke. This is a serious shit. Then throughout the afternoon, they show, you know, going to all the locations that they have seen all these influencers have been posting on their Instagram stories. And I did watch Jess's whole vlog of this. Some of the places that she's showing in her vlog are places that this family was showing in their vlog of, oh my God, they were just here. And they will even show the phone of them looking at their stories and, oh my God, she just posted, oh my God, they're over here. And the mom is treating this like it's some sort of scavenger hunt. It's really demented. Like, these are real people who are just trying to have a fun vacation away from their families. She even commented when they were in the hotel that she booked this hotel because it was pretty close to what she was seeing them post on their Instagram stories. So it was like convenient for the stalking. And I feel bad for the younger girl because she is definitely like the main focus, because she is a fan of JustFam and she wants to find her, but she starts to get nervous. It's excited to meet her idol, somebody she really looks forward to, but her mom is like going about this in a totally inappropriate manner and just driving them into this person's personal vacation. Like, if this had been a meet and greet, totally different scenario. Totally different. I wouldn't condone the finding out where she's staying or where they go for lunch, but if it was a meet and greet and you were traveling to a location that was designated and this person was expecting people to show up and meet them, totally fine. But this person's not expecting this. Then they actually find them. They legit track this group of women down. Honestly, it doesn't even seem like it took them that long. It was like the afternoon. It wasn't even like it was a 2-day excursion for them. So they find them in this parking lot, which I think is like a boarding place for this like taxi, this like party taxi, or maybe it's more like an open air party bus sort of thing. Like, it has like a table and then it has a hot tub in it. And I think you just rent it and like drive around and you look all cool and are hanging out in a hot tub while you're driving on the streets of Nashville. It looked really fun, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I have this big like grin on my face, but then I'm also thinking about like, what if you got in a car accident? Like, you can't wear a seatbelt in the hot tub. And I think one of the women in JustFam's vlog said it was cold water, so it's just like a little pool. I don't know, it looked interesting though. It looked fun. Like if I was ever in Nashville and was with like a group of people, I might do that. Anyway, so the taxi thing hadn't took off yet. It looked like they were probably just boarding. And this family with mom pushing the youngest daughter to like engage, approach them and approach JustFam and these vloggers. Now, Jess was very nice. All the vloggers were very nice. They got off, they took pictures with the girl, they talked to her. Mom and the little girl were vlogging low-key the entire time. I don't know if they were trying to make it look like they weren't vlogging, but I mean, they were vlogging. It was weird. It was weird and conversation was kind of awkward. They did tell her, yeah, we drove 4 hours to meet you. We saw that you were so close to us. And Jess was even like, oh, were you guys in the area? And she was like, no, we just saw that you were so close. So she straight up admitted to Jess, no, we actually like, you know, we crossed state lines. She told Jess where they were from. So she straight up admitted to Jess, yeah, we crossed state lines to like track you down so we could like meet you and film a vlog about it and hopefully get some clicks and views. I don't know how many views this video is at, by the way. Let me go check real quick. So this channel's average views are in the high hundreds. Actually, no, some other videos have broken a couple thousand. This video about this is at 6K, so it's probably one of their most viewed videos. So anyway, they have this like awkward interaction, whatever, and they all follow each other on like Instagram. Well, this family was already following Jess and everybody on Instagram, but they all followed them. And the older daughter, who I think is like maybe 15, she was like, oh, this is so cool. Like she even followed me because I don't really think she cared too much about the mommy vlogger. She just wanted to go on a vacation and look cool. So it is mission accomplished for this family and they are going back to the hotel. Mom's got a charge phone. They got a pool they can hang out in. Everything's gonna be cool. Mom even says she's gonna DM Jess and see if she can join them when they go out for drinks later that night. Like, come on, woman. Like, completely overstepping your boundaries. You just met this person. You literally stalked their life and now you're asking to come in and get drinks with them. Side note, I thought it was really funny because she had like plugged her phone in and wanted to see if JustFam was following her. So I might actually insert this clip right here because I thought it was hilarious. But this Amber Alert popped up and she was like, oh, get out of here. And she was like, oh.
My phone is now charging. So let's see if I got a friend request from Jessica.
Where is my bean soup?
Why am I such a child? JustFam, do you guys see this? Oh, Amber warning. Sorry, I'm sorry, I know that's important. Anyways.
I had to pause that because I bust out laughing when I saw that clip, so I think I will include that clip here, but just that clip. Of course, JustFam does not respond to her trying to invite herself for drinks, which good on her, probably got like sent to some weird folder or something, and that was that. I mean, it turned out being harmless, but in reality, it really wasn't. Because this mom has shown her daughter and anybody who's watching, like, oh yeah, just totally go and search out and follow and stalk whoever you want. It's not a problem. Look, we did it and it was actually pretty easy for us to do it. So yeah, just go out and do the same thing. So that's a little problematic. It also highlights the growing concern of people oversharing on the internet, and it could potentially put them at serious risk, put them in harm's way. Now, the unfortunate part of this story is this is not the only interaction that Jess had that day with somebody following her. And the second instance is a lot more sinister. Now, this is something that Jess talked about in her vlog, because like I said, she did vlog this. She put this on her Just Jess channel. Oh my God, it's so hard to say. And this video went up 2 weeks ago. Now, the family that vlogged stalking her uploaded it 3 weeks ago. So yeah, that's why I think like the Nashville trip happened like a month ago. Yeah, you see every location that this vlogging family went to and they were following her and all that stuff. And you do even see where the location where family had like came up to them, but she didn't include the family in the vlog at all. Then Jess goes on to tell a story of how later that evening, she decided not to vlog. They weren't gonna vlog that night. And she and the women went out to a couple bars and were drinking, having a good time. And 3 of them left early. They went back to the Airbnb and 3 of them stayed behind. Cause it's like 4 were influencers, and then Jess has an assistant and somebody else has an assistant. I don't remember who was with her, but around 2:30, they decided to walk back to their Airbnb, which was not far from the downtown area where the bar was they were at. They were on what is normally a very busy street, but it being 2:30 in the morning, there really wasn't anybody around. And then a man came up and started to act very peculiar. He was messing with a scooter that they determined wasn't his, and he did actually engage with them, telling them that they left something behind where they had been standing in an attempt to, I would assume, like separate them or to catch them off guard, to maybe draw them closer to an area. It was at this point that one of the other women that she was with noticed, I don't know anybody's name except for Jess's, but somebody else that Jess was with noticed that he then actually got into a vehicle, a very large white SUV, and they started to become very concerned. So they crossed the street like they originally intended to. The car had already pulled away. He'd parked and hidden it somewhere else, and then was actually across the street. Now, this story is kind of confusing because I've never been to this area. I don't know like the layout of the place and stuff, so it is hard to imagine exactly what was happening. And then also, while she was telling the story, she was still very worked up. It was still very fresh in her mind. It had only happened the previous night. But this man, it seems like he had hidden himself in like a closed Starbucks entryway in an attempt to conceal himself because he was stalking them. He was actually preying upon these women. He saw 3 women on a deserted street at 2:30 in the morning. They had obviously been drinking. It culminated in Jess actually calling somebody else who was at their Airbnb, who then in turn called the police while another girl called an Uber. They maintained together. They did not separate, but it was very apparent that this man was following and preying upon them in this little block of downtown Nashville. Now, I don't know if this guy was maybe following them on social media as well and already knew like, okay, these 3 have split off from the bigger pack, but to have 2 instances where you're being stalked in one day, it is alarming for sure, especially when one out and out tells you, we were following you on social media, we found you. Eventually the police did show up. At some point, like a waste management guy in a car came up to them and he also like waited with them. But when police arrived, they said, how can you even know that waste management guy isn't working with that guy? You know, and Jess says, I'm super naive, like I didn't think of any of this. So then when police arrived, you know, this guy just kind of bolted. So the Uber showed up. Police did tell them, look, tell your Uber driver, drive around. That way, you know, you're not being followed. And then even when they got back to their Airbnb, they like walked by it a couple times before they went in. And Jess was so scared that she said she did not go to sleep until the sun came up. Like that's how scared and paranoid she was that that guy could have followed them back. So she's been followed twice in one day by some family vlogger and then by some other guy. We know for sure one was following her movements on social media, so what's to say the other one wasn't as well? The interesting thing was I did go and look at the comments on the video of the family vlogger, and there were a few things. One, JustFam did comment on it, and she said, girl, OMG, watching this made me tear up, emoji. I did not realize how much you guys did all just to say hi to me. I swear I'm not that cool. I love meeting you guys. It meant so much to me. You guys absolutely made my day. Also, your editing is on point with all this music and such. I love it. Honestly, I feel like she was just saying this to like appease this woman and not start drama or beef or anything, because Jess had 2 interactions. Somebody said, this is creepy at JustFam, what the fuck? And then this other person commented on this video, this woman drove her children 4 hours to get a glimpse of somebody she's been stalking for 12 years. They stalked Jessica's social media to interrupt a girl's trip where she was drinking on a mobile hot tub. Then on this very same trip, Jessica was supposedly approached by a man and has to call the police because she is so upset and doesn't know what to do. Jessica is inviting trouble, and this woman who posted this video is not just like Jessica and is teaching her children that stalking someone is fine if you feel like you're similar people. The whole thing is very strange. I also think this says something about, once again, the dangers of parasocial relationships, especially when it's vloggers, because vloggers tend to be more personal. The parasocial relationship can feel more personal to the person who's watching. They feel like they know this other person so well, and in parasocial relationships, the brain can almost be tricked into thinking that person knows me pretty well too. you. So you feel totally comfortable just straight up approaching them in a mobile hot tub. It's crazy. So I would agree with that comment. Jess is kind of inviting a little bit of trouble. I'm not here to victim blame or anything, but we do have to be careful and mindful with what we're posting on the internet. I'm not saying you can't post your fun, beautiful vacation, but maybe just don't post it in real time and don't post every single place you're going. I myself have become very more aware of what I am and am not posting. I used to, back in the day when it first became possible to check in places, I would check in everywhere because I thought it was really cool so people could see like, oh, she went to the gym, or oh, she went here, and blah, blah, blah. But now I'm not about that because I know it is dangerous. Other people, strangers, can just click on my Instagram, see where I am, and find me there. And it's very invasive, and I don't think this woman understands that it's kind of unnerving when somebody comes up to you just out of the blue and they start talking to you like they know you. Especially in this kind of situation where she was literally in a bathing suit in like a tucked away parking lot. It wasn't like they saw her on the street. It would have been different if they had just ran into her on the street. Like the whole thing was just so bizarre. And then to have this guy like preying on them in the middle of the night as well. I hope it's a lesson learned. We look at Kim Kardashian and it was a huge lesson learned. I mean, she doesn't really like post like her jewels and stuff anymore. In fact, you don't even really see them wearing a whole lot of jewelry anymore either. So I hope that this is something that forces her to kind of like take a look at what she is sharing overall. Like I said, I don't really follow her on Instagram or watch her YouTube channel, but I guess I don't really need to because I watched this woman's video and I saw her Instagram stories. So I didn't even need to go back and verify anything. So I hope you are a little more afraid of living in this dystopian society. Remember, everyone is watching you. And that is it for today's video, you guys. I just thought this was something that was really concerning. Remember, if you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't send anybody any hate, negativity, nothing. Remember, no hate, negativity. I'm gonna say it one more time, you guys. No hate or negativity sent to anybody that I've mentioned in this video. That is what the comments are for. I will see you later. Bye.